this is Urvi Mittal, currently working as a legal intern at LexiClick. In today's video, I will be discussing about Securities Exchange Act 1934. What is the Securities Exchange Act of 1934? The Securities Exchange Act of 1934 SEA was created to govern securities transactions on the secondary market after issue, ensuring greater financial transparency and accuracy and less fraud or manipulation. The SEA authorized the formation of the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC), the regulatory arm of the SEA. The SEC has the power to oversee securities, stocks, bonds, and over-the-counter securities, as well as the markets and the conduct of financial professionals, including brokers, dealers, and investment advisors. It also monitors the financial reports that publicly traded companies are required to disclose. The Securities Exchange Act of 1934 was enacted to govern securities transactions on the secondary market. All companies listed on a stock exchange must follow the requirements outlined in the SEA of 1934. The purpose of the requirements of the Securities Exchange Act of 1934 is to ensure an environment of fairness and investor confidence. All companies listed on stock exchanges must follow the requirements outlined in the Securities Exchange Act of 1934. Primary requirements include registration of any securities listed on stock exchanges, disclosure, proxy solicitations, and margin and audit requirements. The purpose of these requirements is to ensure an environment of fairness and investor confidence. The SEA of 1934 granted the SEC broad authority to regulate all aspects of the securities industry. It is led by 5 commissioners who are appointed by the President and have 5 divisions: Division of Corporate Finance, Division of Trading and Markets, Division of Investment Management, Division of Enforcement, and Division of Economic and Risk Analysis. The SEC has the power and responsibility to lead investigation into potential violations of the SEA, such as insider trading, selling unregistered stocks, stealing customers' funds, manipulating market prices, disclosing false financial information, and breaching broker customers' integrity. The Exchange Act also includes a mandatory disclosure to help the investing public make informed decisions before they start making the transactions. The Securities and Exchange Act of 1934 covers several other areas of securities law, including the following: anti-fraud. One driver for enacting the Exchange Act was the disruptions caused by the pools, which are devices used to manipulate the market price of a security in an exchange so that once it reaches a high point, pool members could unload holdings right before the price dips. The 1934 Act contains specific anti-fraud provisions that prohibit such manipulation regarding exchange-listed securities. Insider trading. The 1934 Act contains provisions that prohibited fraudulent insider trading, which is when a person trades a security with the knowledge of a material information not available to the public, including those with whom they are trading. These provisions cover anonymous stock trading in addition to face-to-face transactions. Proxy solicitation. The Exchange of Act regulates the disclosure of information found in proxy materials that are used to obtain votes in annual or special corporate shareholder meetings. These materials are filed with the SEC before any solicitation takes place and must include all germane facts holders need to know before they vote. Tender offers. The Securities and Exchange Act of 1934 also requires the disclosure of important information by anyone intending to either directly purchase or make a tender offer for more than 5% of a company's securities, because these offers are typically made to gain control of the company. These rules are in place to provide shareholders with information so they can make informed decisions with regard to these corporate events. Thank you.